If you were born before 1965 and receive Social Security, the agency may already be taking actions that put your monthly benefits at risk. Millions of Americans are opening their mailboxes to find unexpected notices. Some are receiving letters demanding thousands of dollars in sudden repayments, while others are facing immediate disability reviews. Many of these audits stem from a simple reporting mistake or a minor life change that slipped through the cracks undocumented. Even if the overpayment is entirely due to a government calculation error, the Social Security Administration will still attempt to recover the funds directly from you. The system inherently places the financial burden of proof squarely on your shoulders. Ignoring the problem guarantees a reduction in your checks. So to protect your income, you have to master 3 specific defense strategies. The first major enforcement area involves overpayment letters. These notices carry an immense shock factor, often demanding money for an alleged accounting error that happened years in the past. You have to read the fine print. These letters contain strict deadlines, and missing them means the agency automatically starts deducting the debt from your future monthly payments. This flowchart maps your options, starting with Defense Mechanism 1, the waiver. A waiver asks the government to completely forgive the debt. To qualify, you must prove 2 strict criteria: the overpayment was not your fault, and repaying it causes severe financial hardship. Defense Mechanism 2 is the appeal. Unlike a waiver, an appeal directly challenges the government's math. You use this option when you believe the agency's calculation of the debt is mathematically incorrect. Time works against you here. Filing either a waiver or an appeal immediately is the only administrative way to halt the collection process and protect your monthly checks while the issue is resolved. The second major enforcement area targets disability recipients. The SSA runs routine, ongoing reviews to verify whether an individual still medically qualifies for their benefits. During these audits, the single most destructive mistake a beneficiary can make is allowing unexplained gaps in their medical treatment history. In the eyes of the bureaucracy, a gap in your medical documentation is interpreted as a gap in your actual disability. Attending every scheduled doctor's appointment and keeping continuous records is a mandatory defense strategy to survive a review. The third area trips up millions. Many beneficiaries accidentally trigger their own financial clawbacks by violating mandatory reporting requirements. This map outlines the exact life events you are required to report, starting with shifts in your civil status, specifically getting married or getting divorced. The next set involves geographical changes. You must report moving to a new address or any major alterations to your living arrangements. Then come the financial shifts, starting a new job, receiving additional income, or drawing certain new pensions must go on the record. And finally, a less obvious trigger, spending extended, continuous periods of time living outside of the United States. It is dangerous to assume that different government departments communicate with each other, or that Social Security automatically knows about these life events. Making a quick phone call to proactively verify a life change is infinitely cheaper than paying the price for an assumption years down the line. Surviving this bureaucracy relies on one simple rule: develop a habit of keeping meticulous proof of every single agency interaction. Acceptable proof means saving screenshots, writing down confirmation numbers, printing out emails, and logging the exact names and dates of every phone representative you speak with. But what happens if you legitimately owe the money and you truly cannot afford a massive lump sum repayment? You have a final safety net. You can request a payment arrangement, which legally substitutes devastating benefit suspensions with manageable, incremental monthly deductions. Communication is your ultimate administrative shield. Responding to notices creates tactical options, while silence guarantees maximum penalties. Understanding these rules protects your financial lifeline. Share this information with anyone you know receiving benefits to save them from a preventable bureaucratic disaster. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.